now this has cooked down. It's cooked down, love. So now let's taste. Let's see if it's ready. Let's see. It's almost there. Let me see if that rice is done. Let's try it. Oh, Lord, y'all, that's hot. Not quite. We're gonna cook a couple more minutes. That's nice and flavorful. However, let me rinse that. However, beloved, that's moving around. I guess there's not mag on there. So I want some more salt in there. A little more salt, beloved. So let's do this. Oh gosh, that's pepper. Sorry. So you know what? You put my taste, right? Put your foot in there. Put a little more salt in. Where's that? Let me get the dishcloth here. It seems as though there's some. No, I don't guess not. We're just gonna wipe it off, beloved. Let's do that. Okay, good. Let's start it again. There you go. You want a little salt in there, and that taste is nice. I actually had I wanted to put, just to make it a little more richer, I'm gonna put a spat of butter. Just that, just a spat. Let me get it ready here. Be careful. Not too much. Let's see. Put that on there. You don't want to take it off a lot, beloved, because then that's messing with some of that moisture is leaving out. So you see how I'm rubbing that butter over there? Now that's your choice. You don't have to do that. But I chose to. It needs to simmer a little more. So the rice, I don't like my rice really firm like that. If you like yours that way, that's fine. Of course, I don't like it soggy, guys. But I want it to be just a little more. It's still a little moisture in there. So let's let that cook out so that rice can get fluffy. Because we're dealing with the brown rice, okay? Yeah, so I'm just going to let that love cooks. Hallelujah. So, beloved, with this rice pilaf dish, you could call it a vegetable rice. You could call it a rice pilaf. When I put it in my cookbook, I don't know what I'm going to call it. It'll either be a rice pilaf vegetable dish that you can make stovetop. What can you serve with it? Any protein. You can serve a steak with it. You can have fried chicken with it. Roasted chicken with a side of salad. You don't need just a nice healthy meal, a nice simple meal. Your children would enjoy this meal because most children like rice. You know they do. And just put that together for them and they will say, Mama, 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 Mia, Mama, Mama. And when they listen, children are happy. The family, when the family enjoys your food after they eat because they're happy. They just do. They're happy. Little children, their feet start swinging. They're happy. And this is what we do to make love cooks, because we want to create that charisma and that what we want to say, that camaraderie and that connection in the atmosphere in our home, don't we, beloved? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So next time, I never know, beloved, what I'm going to be cooking. Not right now. I never know. So once I cook something, I just come on out here and cook it. And then, you can always, any single entree, any single dish that we make, you can always put your other things around that. Because cooking is so much better for you. And if you can always, beloved, like let's just say you want to know the nutritional value of the food that you're preparing. Well, just research it. If you feel that let's say in your family somebody needs more iron, well, just research the foods that have a high iron content. You understand? Maybe someone needs more protein. Research those foods that's highest in protein. Okay? And then maybe someone needs, what's the other thing that people, probiotics. Research the foods that have that contains that. And then you can build your own medicine through food. You understand? Yes, so good. We letting that cook a little longer. Let me check on it again. I want that rice to cook a little bit. It's still with some water in there. A little bit more. I would say, but that extra salt, beloved, and that spat of butter took it to another hemisphere. Oh, it's good now. It's good, believe me, it's good. So while we were waiting for that to prepare, beloved, while we were waiting for that to finish cooking, I just went on and tidied up. All the dishes are washed, just about, yeah. All the dishes are washed. The only thing we're going to have left is to do this skillet. Yeah, just make, when you're in between, while you're waiting for your food to cook, then go ahead, prepare. You can also begin to start setting the table. I'm going to plate it on here, beloved, just for the sake of color. Well, no, you can actually see it on here as well. So I'm going to put it on the love plate. How about that? We're going to plate it right there with just the paper towel. So what kind of ideas do you think you can bring excitement to your tablescape? When you set your table, do you keep the same dishes? Do you have the same dishes for 20, 30 years, 5 years? Even for 365 days, do you have the same dishes? Who says that we have to keep the same dishes? That's what Mama and them did back in the day. Dishes, you can catch dishes on sale, beloved. You can catch them on clearance. If you feel like having an all red tablescape, hey, have fun with that. Let the children have fun with that. Maybe they want to set the table in a Disney theme. Let them have fun with that. Get their creative juices going. Maybe they want to set the whatever theme they want to set it in. Because, beloved, you can go to the dollar store. They have decorative table, like the plastic tablecloths. They have decorative tablecloths with different themes on it. Let your children pick the theme. That brings them into this love. Yes, it does. And it makes them feel, they just feel like, man, they have participation in it, and it brings them joy. So when they sit down at the table, whoever sits down at the table and they help prepare something for mealtime, they are very appreciative of it, and they definitely want to be acknowledged. So you definitely want to acknowledge them when they do some things like that. So let's just say right now, oh, excuse me, something was in the eye, beloved. So let's say right now, let me get that out. You know, there's something just happens sometimes. Maybe it's an eyelash or something like that. I don't know. But I'm going to get it out. Okay, good. Let me wash my hands now. Let me get these washed. Okay, beloved, here we're back. So we had to sanitize some hands again. So, beloved, so for a table setting, let's just say I'm using red right here. You know, Valentine's Day is coming up soon. But if you want to have what, red and white table setting, you can have red and yellow, red and blue. It's no law against it. Just do it your thing. It don't always have to be red and white. Just have a beautiful table scape. And once you have your, once you put your meal together, you can let maybe one of the other family members, maybe they want to make the brownies. Well, beloved, you know what? You can get a box of Pillsbury, what is the other one? Betty Crocker brownies. They go on sale a lot for $125, $150. Let the kids make that. But better yet, I'm going to show you how to make brownies from scratch. And you can put your foot in it, okay? So we'll get to that later. So let's test our vegetable pilaf rice again. Let's see how it's doing. Let's see if that rice is right. And I can taste that, just a little bit of that pepper pick and just a little bit of that apple that sweetened it. I can taste that. Matter of fact, let me get another tester. I'm going to have to keep several testers here, beloved, so I stop walking out of frame, okay? And let me see. I put the apple over here. Let me see if I'm getting a sample near the apple. Let's see what's going on. Actually, beloved, I could have put that whole fourth of an apple in there. Would have been fantastic. Let's get another. No. What I want to do, I actually want to flip it like. Yes, I want to kind of stir it. Just remember, I put more salt in there. So, beloved, let's stir it. Let's just flip it a little. Because I had all the vegetables in here, this is nice. So I cook the cooking of this time, beloved. The next time that I cook it, I think I would add a little more olive oil to that. Or guess what? You have options. I can add the olive oil and then add the butter oil at that time. I just wanted to get it off it because it was trying to stick a little bit. So I'm going to even it back out. Now we use 1/3 onions, 1/3 celery, 1/3 green pepper. If you like more, if you feel like you want more next time, if that's your perception, put your foot in it, then you add more. That's all you have to do. So good. Let's put that top back on there. And then I can taste this one. Let me see what's going on here. Let me see what's going on. That's, man, let me tell you something, guys. Let me put it on. Sister girlfriend, she knows how to put her foot in it. Oh my God, that's good. Let's take this over here and get this washed while we're waiting for that to finish doing what it's doing. For that rice to get just right. So y'all see me over here? Yeah, I'll let y'all see me over here. Look, I'm over here washing dishes. You see me? Look at me. Right here at the sink. Y'all see me? Good. So we just, everything is tidied up. Oh, listen, it stopped. I don't know why. I don't know if I had it on timer. I had it on medium low, which is 175. So we're gonna I just wanted to cook a couple minutes more. I want that rice to get a little more, a little softer. You have to remember too, because even when you turn it off, the heat is still cooking. So I gotta be mindful of that. So let's be mindful of that. I'm gonna do another taste test, just getting everything tidied up. Because one thing I hate to do, beloved, is go to bed with dirty dishes. We don't do that. Queens don't do that. So let's see. I want to see if I could go ahead and turn it off and let the remaining of the heat cook it. And taste it again. I guess you say, look, don't eat it all up before you serve it. This is so true. I'm going to just do it again. Let's see. This time I got a little more. Love cooks. Look. So look. Next time, you know how, beloved, I showed you we added 2 cups of water. Next time, I'm going to add 2 cups of water and an eighth, just a little more water. So when they cook down, I think I can go ahead and turn this off. It's ready. We can go ahead and turn this off and just, now because I'm not going to eat this right now, I just want to plate it so that you can see it. And let me get something to help it look beautiful. To help it look more beautiful, I saw it in here the other day. I mean, when I was getting some things out of here. Let me get that. Let's see here. Okay, this is what I want. I want to be able to garnish it. So let's put us a little rice. I think she's ready. I'm going to take her off. Let's go ahead and plate a little bit of it. Just want y'all to see it, okay? Oh, let me show it to you. Look. See how that looks? So that's why I say, beloved, the next time I'm going to put maybe a cup. Because this was brown rice. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put a cup. I'm just going to put like an extra, not 1/4 of a cup, but an eighth of the water. So I just want to put a little there so you all can see how that looks. Look. Let's just put it on here. Let's just put it on here. And beloved, I used tomatoes, didn't I? But you could have also sauteed carrots. I mean, you could have also chopped some carrots. I want to put a little chive on here, beloved. Look. Well, the shaker, let me just do it like this. A little chives. Just because. Look. Close it back up. McCormick chives. Let's see what that does. Let's taste that. Let's see. Y'all, that's it. I can go ahead and cut it off. Let's cut it off. Oh, it is so nice. So next time, beloved, like I said, I'm going to put 1/8 more water. So when I write this recipe down, I'm going to say 2 cups of water and 1/8 of a cup. And go ahead and put my spatter butter in there when once I saute it, before I add the rice. For that flavor. Love. That's what this does until you think you want to cook some more. No, it's not an error. So what I'm going to do, beloved, I'm just going to unplug it so it'll stop beeping on us. Y'all see? Wouldn't that be real nice with your protein side? This is good. That flavor. That flavor is nice, beloved. I think that was just enough vegetables. Because you think about it. It was 1/3 of celery, 1/3 of green pepper, and 1/3 of onion. That's a cup. And this is why we needed to put more water in it. Not much, because you get water. Oh, wait a minute. And we had 1/3 of the tomato. So that was a cup, and that was 1 cup and then 1/3. But we needed a little more water. That way I wouldn't have to go in and out of it, because it was sticking. You understand what I'm saying? We put a little more water. So I'm going to write this recipe down. This will be in Love Cooks, Rosemary's book. Y'all, I'm getting a little sweet taste. I believe that. You know what? When I write it down too, beloved, I want to have more pepper, the jalapeno. So I'm going to remember I just put 2 in there. But I think I can slice it and put me about 4 or 5 thin slices like I did. That's awesome. Well, beloved, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for cooking with me. It is so much fun. It's so enjoyable. You just want to make all your dishes be an event. Okay? All right. So until next time, thanks for viewing. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, okay? And remember, love cooks because love cares.